Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a personal reading for someone who purchased a reading from me, and they had some questions about overthinking and wanting to conquer their inner demons. And I just wanted to read the email from this person because I feel like so many of you guys are going to be able to relate to this. And I decided to just go live and do this so it would upload faster. So hopefully none of you guys will get confused. I'm sure you guys are probably going to want to ask me a lot of questions, but I will be doing another live Q&A tomorrow, probably in the morning, and I will be taking questions then. So feel free to just hang out and comment if you see anything that's interesting to you or relevant to your situation, and hopefully this resonates with whoever comes across it. And I just really want to thank the person that purchased this reading for being kind and generous enough to share it publicly on my channel. If you would like a personal reading, feel free to hit me up. My prices are about to go up because I've had so many people hitting me up for personal readings. It's insane. So if you have purchased a reading from me recently, hang in there, wait a couple more days. I'm cranking out your readings, and get it while you can before my prices go up, you guys, because things are changing at Rainbow Harmony. I'm so excited. So, let's go ahead and get started. This person wrote me an email and they said, "Hi, Promise. Thank you. I'm looking forward to this. I know I will find the answers I've been seeking through this reading. Thank you for being a channel. All your messages and videos are in sync and resonate completely. It's insanely accurate, and we lightworkers are all so connected. Thank you for putting yourself out there." Oh, this is so sweet. This person says, "You've inspired me to come out of my cocoon where I've been hiding. I'm ready for the next phase to fulfill my destiny and my purpose here on Earth. I'm excited to see what that is." Excuse me. "My goddess deck told me this morning that the signal is coming, and be patient, a new path will be soon emerging. I am ready. What is my new path?" So let's go ahead and start there. This person also sent me a second email after with more questions, so we're going to get into that. And what is this new path that you are getting ready to head on? Ooh, so the first card that's coming out is Faith. I'm kind of getting a download right now, so just hang on. Okay, so they're saying that faith is believing in something even when common sense tells you not to believe in it. So I feel like that's what you're being called to do right now, because I feel like you're at this place in your life where you've worked hard at whatever has come onto your path, but you're at this point where you need to start really pulling up your inner strength and co-creating the reality that you truly desire. So it's about you getting in touch with your inner self and with your truth and your passions, realizing what you enjoy doing and what gives you fun and what gives you pleasure and how you want to spend your time here, and that will lead you to your natural gifts and your talents. It's all a matter of just spending more time expressing yourself, using your gifts and talents, and allowing yourself to become vulnerable and to come to balance and peace so you can flow into your purpose. I see that there's been a lot of healing lately for you. There's been a lot of unfolding, and I feel like it's time for you to let go of old belief systems, old patterns, and old habits. And it's time to take that daring leap towards becoming the person you're meant to be. So big changes here, big changes. Let's ask again what this new path holds for you. Any hints about this new path? What it's going to be like? Interesting. Okay, so I feel like there is a new path coming, but there is more action you need to take. This card is saying that you're very hesitant to move forward, even though you have all the materials, you have all the tools, you have all the supplies, you have all the abundance. There's a message coming through, and it's actually from Doreen Virtue, one of my favorite card deck creators. And she says often that first you take action and then the money comes, then the support comes, then the help comes. So like with Rainbow Harmony, honestly, you guys, it was so funny. I wasn't even thinking about like starting a business when I started this channel. I just wanted to have fun. But You know, first you take action, you do what you love, you stay consistent, and then money finds a way to come to you. And I'm telling people that all the time, you know, if you want to make money, do what you love, because money flows where your energy and your passion goes. If you're not truly energetic and not truly passionate about what you've chosen to do to make money, there's going to be roadblocks, and there's going to be like this point where you can't make any more money. So if you really want to expand, if you really want to grow, if you want to make money, you got to do what you came here to do. And you got to search back to your childhood and back to your youth, to what those activities and hobbies were that gave you joy and that gave you pleasure, you know, what were people coming to you for? You know, were you very good at, you know, did you like to ride your bike? Did you like to be out in nature? Maybe you like to play with dolls and do dress up. That was me, and now I'm a fashion stylist. So you just never know. Some of those things you do when you're little have big hints and big clues for what you're supposed to be doing later in your life. But overall, it's not really about doing, it's just about being. And sometimes on this path, like when you're in transition and you're in between things, you have to remember that you're already healed, you're already whole, you're already complete, and you are exactly where you're supposed to be. It's not about what you do, it's just about being who you are. And by doing that, you're gonna do awesome things, and you're gonna make lots of money, and you're gonna be happy. So they're telling you it's time to spend time in quiet meditation. You're really starting to uncover more spiritual teaching. It's probably how you found this channel. You're going through kind of a hermit phase, a time of self-discovery, a time of isolation. I see you being united with members of your soul family. I see you meeting friends. I see you making connections, but right now it's all about like going within and like figuring out like how you're going to move forward next. I see that this is how you feel right now. Like it's bleak, it's dark, you're not sure how you're going to make it through, but in the grand scheme of things, the universe is like watching over you in this situation, and there are greater forces at work. Even if you don't understand them fully, you can still partner with these forces and live a harmonious life here on this planet where you're not in resistance and fighting the flow, like you're going with it, you know? So the rest of this person's message reads, thank you so much. They're saying, I'm really looking forward to getting this reading. I really need some clarity in my life presently. I need direction. I have a lot of passions and a lot of ideas, but I don't know what to do next or where to start. I'm looking for guidance, please. Also, how do I tackle my inner demons? I tend to spend way too much time in my headspace. I keep falling back into old habits. All will be well and I'm happy and on top of the world for a while. I think I've conquered and overcome things, but then out of nowhere, shit will surface and it feels like I'm back to square one again, depressed. Help. Obviously, I still need to find inner healing and peace, and for good. How? Why is this process taking so long? What do I need to learn from right now that these cycles I keep repeating? Oh my gosh. And then they want to know about their like love and twin flame situation. So we're doing it all in this reading, okay, you guys? Let's start with, you have a lot of passions, but you don't know where to start. So this is a huge block, okay? And this is what kept me from making decisions and moving forward on my earlier path. You guys, it's wild, but I'm an artist. I act, I sing, I dance, I do photos, I do makeup, I model, I write, I'm a psychic, I love speaking with people, I'm a healer, oh my god, I'm a painter, there's more, I'm a surfer, I love hiking, so I'm really good at working with children, and I did that for a long time, so I know how you feel with the whole, like, how do I pick something, where do I start when you have so many gifts? It's really interesting. On my path, I'm starting to see how everything is fitting together. Like, eventually, all of your talents and all of your gifts and your skills kind of end up being distributed across just, like, a few different things that you do. You might have a hobby that, reflects a lot of your talents and gifts. And then your job is, like, a way for you to use, like, another aspect of your gifts. So, at present, I'm a psychic, and I'm also a fashion stylist and model. So it's interesting how you end up finding certain things to like make money with through this. I'm kind of feeling like there's some things you're going to be doing that are very artistic that will make you money. There's some things that you will do that'll just be for fun and that'll just be for you. And so the only way to find out is to try, is to pick a path and get started. And, the really interesting thing about this deck I use all the time, the Wildwood Tarot, is that it uses this illustration of the wildwood and going through the woods is kind of like this parallel for like the path that we travel in life. So basically, when you're on like a hike or something and you're at a fork in the road and you can choose a path, it's not always about like which path is the right path or which path is a wrong path. It's really just about like which path do you feel like taking? Which path is more appealing to you? There might be pros or cons to each path. You might need to weigh them. One path might seem a little bit more difficult. It might be uphill. There might be another path that's shorter, like whatever. But you might need to think like what's worth it for you. Pick a path and then go down it. Now, as you go down this path, whatever this path is, whether it's like painting or it's dancing or it's, going back to college or it's being a surgeon or it's being a teacher, whatever this path is that you choose, eventually there's going to come to a point on the path where there are obstacles and there are roadblocks. And when it comes to that point, you have to decide, like, is this path worth it to continue? Sometimes you have no guarantees and you just got to keep going. There will always be obstacles, there will always be roadblocks, but there's never going to be anything along your path that's not going to help teach you or help, eventually get you to like a better place. It's all going to come together to like work you to where you need to be and strengthen you. So start seeing the obstacles and the tests and the roadblocks as something that like supports you and strengthens you and teaches you and guides you versus it being something that just shatters you and like throws your world apart. Your world isn't falling apart. It's just reassembling into something better. It's cycles of death and rebirth, So, I'm definitely seeing that, you need to pick a path. Just pick something, and you might realize, that's not what I want to do ultimately. You might pick a path and go down that path for 10 years. It might be super rewarding. It might help you out a lot, but then ultimately you might need to stop and go take another path. But if you don't choose a path, that's where you end up getting stuck because you just end up in your head, you end up dissociating. You need to get out of your head and into your body. So what can you do right now? You need to figure out for whatever path you're going to choose, what materials and what supplies you're going to need. And also think about how you can't do it alone. Whatever path you choose, at some point, you're going to need other people to help you. And that's what I realized. There was a point, on my path of becoming a fashion stylist where I had to reach out to photographers and models and makeup artists and try to get people together to help me create material to build my portfolio. So you might need to reach out to people. You might need to learn from people. Hey, I'm one of those people that's helping you on your path. And what's really cool about it is that there might be some, depending on how like you view like your viewpoint on the world, I like to sometimes think that there's certain people that are destined to come onto my path to help me, and there's been people who've come at the right moment at the right time to hook me up with the right connections. All you do is you set your intentions, you take your action, you follow your guidance, and the universe will help you. It partners with you. It sends you the right people. It sends you synchronicities. It will send you support. So we worry and we panic because we're worried we're going to choose the wrong path. Well, guess what? There's no such thing as a wrong path. All roads lead to the same place. All roads lead to your truth. All paths are going to help you. So pick one. We're also afraid of how we're going to get the money, of how we're going to do it all and accomplish everything. Well, there's certain people who are going to come along your path and help you, and that's out of your control. Like, you literally can't control the fact that there's going to be people that are going to come that will help you. So remember not to isolate yourself and shut yourself off from the world. I did get the Hermit card for you, and sometimes in life we go through these phases where we shut people out. We need to be on our own. We need to be in introspection and in solitude. But I'm seeing a message for you that you're coming out of that hermit phase and you're heading into this time of celebration. But look, hesitation. So much hesitation. I'm really sitting here with your energy and I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling what you're going through. I'm really starting to understand it. You're very adventurous. You are definitely like a catalyst for change. You're very smart. You have gifts. you're very good at, you're always looking for the truth. You're always dissecting and picking things apart and like looking for the truth. And I think that's why like you're overthinking so much. And my best advice for overthinking, you guys, is first of all to create a safe space for your thoughts. Write. You are a writer. I don't usually read people's emails out loud, but I really love the way that you wrote. And I really understood it. And I feel like you're definitely a writer. If you don't know what path to choose, maybe start there. Start writing your feelings. Maybe just a couple sentences in the morning or before. Yeah, I'd say in the morning when you wake up so you can kind of touch bases with yourself and see how you feel. Just start writing your feelings. Don't judge yourself. I have so many journals full of just like my anxious thoughts, and like if people read them they'd probably think I was crazy, but it helped me at the time to just like get it out on paper, and I'm seeing you needing to like get your thoughts out and like write more, like the email that you wrote to me, or start writing emails to yourself or letters to yourself. Maybe you like to type better, maybe you like to write, whatever it is. Get those words out and start writing like your questions, all the questions that you have. Start writing them and start like asking, and then open yourself to receive the answers. You'll start receiving answers from people. People will come on your path and they'll just say stuff to you and you'll be like, oh my God, that's the answer to the thing I was thinking about. You'll start getting angel numbers like 222, 111, or like animals in your path that like have a significant meaning to you. I definitely see like you having the strong connection with the universe and like finding a way to engage with it and like get messages and signs and whatnot. So there's a lot going on here. So one more thing I'm seeing is if you don't know where to start, go out in nature. I was really confused along my path and I didn't know where to start either. And I started going out in nature and taking photos. And then one day I got my phone out and I climbed a tree and I like found a place to set my phone up so you could kind of see me. And I think this might be the first video on my channel. If you scroll all the way back, I think it might still be up. But yeah, one day I just hit play and Rainbow Harmony was born. And I just said, hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace. And it just came out and like, it was so weird. So like just go in nature and start playing and have fun and allow yourself to think when you're out in nature. I feel like that's going to help you because when you're out in nature, it's going to be more peaceful. It's like a safe space for you to think versus being like in your room or like in front of your computer. Or, like there's triggers for these anxious thoughts I'm seeing, and you need to really be aware of the triggers and start like surrounding yourself with more nature and more peace. And so seek out nature, go on walks, watch the music that you're listening to. You might want to not listen to like depressing music or music that's triggering or makes you think of your past or music that's bringing you down. I mean, that has a place and that has a time. And I feel like all music is beautiful and like all emotions should be like expressed. But right now you're very sensitive. And so I see you listening to music like this music I'm listening to right now. Can you hear it? Just like really chill, crystal bowls, chakra music. Like I feel like sound healing is going to be good for you. If you could book a session with a sound healer, that would really be good for you right now. So now you're wondering, like, how do you tackle your inner demons? To be honest, the energy I'm feeling from your email and just from you in general is like, there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear about you being who you truly are. You're worried a lot about like, are you doing it wrong? You know, you're worried because you will be happy and you'll be going through these periods of joy and elation, and then all of a sudden, bam, you come down to the depression. And I feel like the issue here, it's not really a problem. It's just it would be more comfortable for you and more peaceful journey for you if you could learn to release your resistance. Because I'm going to be honest with you, the depression is going to come. The anxiety is going to come. The sadness is going to come. And so it's all about what are you going to do with that energy that's coming to you. Now, I've learned, we've learned here on the channel, if we take that energy and we try to stuff it down, or we try to spiritually bypass it, or we just try to say everything's fine and move on and focus on positivity. That's not going to work. It's just going to push it down. It's going to repress it. And then it's going to start giving you more anxiety. It's going to make it worse. So what you need to do is you need to welcome these emotions. You need to open to them. You need to expand to this and teach it as if it is your guide, as if it is your teacher. So you've got these cycles of depression coming in, and you got to realize there's a reason for that, So when you're going through this depression, when you're going through this dark night of the soul, you need to realize it's there to teach you something. One of my favorite YouTubers, Infinite Waters, tells me that depressed simply means deep rest. And like they're wanting you to seek serenity and to affirm yourself, like put your hand on your heart and say, it's okay for me to be depressed. I accept how I feel. And usually that will like take it away. When I get anxiety, like the best thing I can do is just get in my body, be in the moment, feel things, touch things, look around, ground myself, and tell myself like I'm safe, I'm here. It's now, and I have the power. So there's a lot of reassurance coming out. I'm going to pull some love cards for you in a second. There is a lot of change coming into your life. It's time for you to visualize what you want. Another tip on where to start, if you don't know where to start, is to make a mood board. Time to get out Pinterest and make a mood board. I think that will help you. Everything is coming to a head right now. You're having a hardcore spiritual awakening. You're on a journey, and it's taking you. So they're just saying, allow this journey. There's probably still some people in your life you need to forgive and cut cords to. That could be part of the depression. Jim Carrey says depression is your avatar telling you that it's sick of not being who you truly are. So maybe there's some ways in your life that you've been kind of misrepresenting yourself. Maybe there's some areas that like maybe you're not happy with your job or certain relationships or where you live or just like how you're expressing yourself. Maybe it's time to start consciously, little by little, creating more of a life that gives you hope and inspires you. So it's time to get motivated. One thing a day. It's all you got to do. One thing a day towards your dreams and your goals. Definitely get out into nature and choose a path. So yeah, I feel a lot of favor of the spirit. I feel like you are on some type of, I really feel like you're some type of healer, to be honest with you. I don't say that a lot to people on the channel, but I feel like you are some type of healer. And you're having like some kind of awakening, and there's still some more experiences you need to go through before you're really going to truly discover like how you're going to be flowing your energy down here. So, don't rush yourself. Don't rush the journey. It's going to unfold quite naturally. So how can you learn from the cycles and the lessons that you are going through? Any final messages on that before I pull a couple of quick love cards for you? Yeah, the healer. You are some type of healer. You are having a spiritual awakening. You're having like a rebirth. You're worried about your money and your finances, but to be completely honest, you don't have to worry. Like, this is gonna unfold naturally. Right after I had my awakening, oh man, the freaking floodgates of abundance poured down on me. And everyone I speak to who's been like kind of through this similar journey doesn't really have to worry. So you're not gonna have to worry. You're gonna be taken care of. You really are being called to go on this journey alone. You might be moving somewhere by yourself. You need to face your fears, like away from your family or from your community. I really see you traveling a lot and living kind of a nomadic lifestyle. So, interesting. The universe is going to guide you. So, real quick love cards for you. Yeah, I see you getting away from your family. I feel like there's a lot of tension there. I really don't want to get into it right now, but I've been picking up on it the whole reading that you really, like, you don't feel confident in yourself because there was something missing there with just the family issues when you were younger, and you're needing to learn how to give yourself that love and support you might not have gotten fully. And that's the journey you're on, and it's beautiful. I feel like you're really learning how to love yourself, and you're growing through it. So twin flame, your twin flame situation, your love situation. So I mean, if you're wondering if your twin's coming back, I feel like they are. They're saying someone from your past is returning to your life. So I definitely see you reconciling with someone from your past, but they don't want you to reach out to them yet. They're saying, like, it might not be time yet to express your love. I have a feeling that, like, you need to kind of wait until you kind of get more of this under control, forgiving and learning. Your heart is really being opened right now. I don't think it's best to like try to make up this love connection right in the middle of your spiritual awakening, because if you do, it's going to be weird. The energies are intense. I feel like you need to balance yourself a little bit more, get a little bit stronger, and then you'll find naturally that that soulmate or that twin will come back into your life, and it's a very natural thing that happens. So, anything else about your twin or your love situation? I mean, yeah, I'm seeing huge confirmation the person in your mind is like possibly like a major connection for you. True love, I see you guys hooking up and maybe even going on some kind of journey together. Yeah, actually really positive cards for you on your love questions, I have to say. I would love to do a full love reading for you if you're interested, but to be honest, I feel like you're good in that area. I think you need to really focus on yourself right now. And I hope this reading resonates. Anyone out there who's waiting for a personal reading, please have patience with me. I want to give everybody like a legit quality reading like this one. I'm gonna have to raise my prices really soon. My partner is like freaking out. He's like, you need to raise your prices because I'm getting more and more followers every day and this is just getting wild. But I'm excited. I love you guys, and I'm so glad you guys are always tuning in here to listen to me. I'm really feeling so blessed lately and so thankful for this journey I'm on. It's been a lot of work lately, but I love you guys, so I keep doing it. And I love how you guys support me, and you guys continue to always support. So continue to like, subscribe, comment, share, and I will keep the content flowing. Peace out.